Greetings, everybody, and welcome back to Planet Kiss. As you know, it's a brand new year, which means it's time for some fresh new content over here on the planet just past Jendell. So with that, I thought it would be creative, kind of original, and overall just fun if we went back over some old Kiss interviews and reacted to them, watched them, just kind of talk about them a little bit, you know. I binged a lot of this stuff when I was a kid, so I think it would just be fun to kind of go back over this stuff as an adult. Maybe I understand a little bit more of what, people are talking about, and I'm not just obsessed with, Gene's makeup and tongue and the music and stuff. I also thought there's just major comedy opportunity in this as well. This first video is also mostly just going to be a test to see if I can actually do this fully transparent, just editing-wise. I'm pretty sure I can make it happen. It's just kind of been a minute since I've, edited videos like this. But without further ado, you know what this video is going to be, so roll that new theme music and let's get into it. All right, so today we are going to start off with the Mike Douglas interview from April 29th in 1974. Let's start off by just kind of putting ourselves back in this place here. This was, just a couple months after that first album release. So I'm sure, people are still very confused by what Kiss is, if it's like, a band or just a circus act or whatever the fuck it may be. And yeah, I think this is like their first major TV appearance. So let's just roll it, dude. You've probably seen this before, If you're a huge Kiss fan and you've spent enough time on YouTube, you've definitely seen a lot of the interviews I'm going to do. So, yeah, I figured let's just start in chronological order, too. Let's kind of work our way up. There's a big one that we're going to get to, and you know what I'm talking about as well. But, yeah, let's just do this, dude.
I got a new rock group for you, Tony. This is their latest album, which I'm going to show the camera right here. But before we see them perform,
Bam.
I want you to meet one of the members of this act close up. Here from Kiss is Gene Simmons.
Great song. Wow. Dude, look how tall he looks compared to everybody else. That's crazy. And then Toadie Field's there. I think she was like a big comedian back in the day. Also, we need to think here. This is like a huge part of these videos I want to, kind of like tap into as well, is how old they were at this time. Because I'm almost 30 now, so when I was a kid, age didn't matter to me when I was seeing these. I just was like, that's Gene Simmons, larger than life, Maybe he's just a little younger back then, but age didn't really, it just wasn't really a factor to me. But now I'm 29 years old. So to put myself in those shoes, it's like Ace Frehley was, I think, 29 when, Dynasty and Unmasked was coming out. So that being said, Gene was probably, I forget his birth year, but I guess I could just look it up. 1949. Okay. Gene was born in 1949. This is 1974. So he's probably 25 here, right? So yeah, think about that. 25 years old on TV, dressed like this for the first time on TV. That is something interesting. Let's keep going.
That is something.
Incidentally, he's up for adoption.
Imagine what that does to Gene's ego, just being schooled right away on TV.
Your audience really looks appetizing.
Oh, really? Are you a bat?
Yes. Actually, what I am is evil incarnate.
I mean, dude, it's like talking to a kid, honestly. It's still really funny.
And some of those cheeks and necks look really good.
So funny. Dude, she is just not having it. That chick is not having it. Chill out, though, lady, Again, just act like this is like a child. Let him do his thing. Let him move on,
Open up, Tony.
Is your mother watching today? I hope so.
Yes,
Would it be funny if under this he was just a nice Jewish boy?
If only you should do.
You should only know.
I do. You can't hide the hook.
See, when I was a kid, that's great. When I was a kid, I had no idea, what that meant, but he's like, I'm gonna fucking eat her later.
Read about a Kiss contest, am I right?
Yeah.
Dude, the Kiss contest. I forgot about this part.
Lip to lip for 4 days, 32 hours and 32 minutes and 3 seconds. Am I right?
That's
Here
crazy.
is Vinny.
I wonder if anybody's broken that record since. This was what, 50 years ago? I'm sure somebody's had to have broken that record. Oh God, look at these people.
Had to keep kissing. Your lips had to be in contact at all times. Now,
How do you eat and drink? Do you go up the butt? Let's keep going.
Louise and Vince are going to go on for the World Championship that's going to be held May 25th in
Dude.
Chicago.
That's my birthday.
What was the prize, Vince?
The prize
prize was a trip to Toronto to see Kiss in concert. But unfortunately, the concert canceled out.
What a prize, dude. I mean, I guess it was the 70s, so whatever, but a trip to Toronto to go see Kiss. I mean, look, I would go anywhere to see Kiss, so I guess don't get me wrong there. But especially if I won the trip, which sounds like kind of an anticlimactic prize a little bit, but...
Unfortunately, that's been canceled, but there's a bigger prize. What's happening is
Oh.
the winning couple, the world champs, will fly out to California, and from there, they're going on an 8-day cruise to Acapulco to recover.
Okay, so you don't get to see Kiss. But, whatever. Again, it was the 70s, so they probably had to just pull some strings and make something happen.
We'll be right back.
Does this say we'll be smack in a minute? Bah. That's funny. So is this the end of this one?
All right. That's only a sample. Would you like to hear another number? That is, I want to tell you, so here they are, playing Firehouse.
Kiss! Dude, I've always thought this since I watched this as a kid, but what kind of drugs was the cameraman on during this part? And can I have some? So crazy, though, to see on TV in the 70s. Firehouse! And that concludes episode 1. Again, this was kind of just a test more to like see if I can do this and if I'm going to have fun with this and if this is going to work for this channel. And that's partially where you guys come in. So if you dug this video and you want to see me react to more of these interviews, let me know down below. I also thought it'd be fun to tag one more little thing onto the end of these episodes. So what I'm going to do to end each episode is I'm going to show just one little piece of my collection from the era that I'm watching the interview of. So this was obviously Mike Douglas, 1974, right after the first album came out. So we're going to keep this one short and simple, and really because this is kind of the only thing I can think of from this era that I have. At least just right off my head, and that is First Kiss CD. This is the remasters, obviously. Yeah, this album's great, dude. There would be no Kiss without this album. This interview, I think, was just a great, perfect way to launch them onto the mainstream, too, or I guess, like, you know, launch them into TV land. So, yeah, dude, Kiss self-titled, great record. We would not have Kiss without it. So, yeah, thank you guys again for watching this. Thank you guys again for staying tuned on the channel and watching everything I do. Once again, if you guys dug this video, let me know below. Also, let me know if there's any interviews that you would like to see me react to if you like this as well. I have kind of a playlist I built up here that I'm going to go through and do. But, again, just let me know down below. I love you guys. Thank you guys again. Stay tuned. For Ace Frehley, Eric Carr, and Mark St. John, I'm Planet Kiss signing off.